Hello, welcome to this episode of Rich Insights. I'm Don Rich, Head of Investments for Esoteric Capital Markets. Today's topic is examining the size and effectiveness of the Chinese stimulus package. All right, again, the coronavirus seems to have started in China and it's worked its way over. And China was a little bit slower in developing and implementing their stimulus package than we were. But there are signs it's starting to show up. But it's showing up slowly. All right, that's the best way to say it. It's showing up slowly. So we don't know the full force behind it yet. But it's a small positive, right? It's a small positive that it is starting to show up now. So we just received the end of March numbers here. The end of March numbers. So what we're looking at here is the money supply growth rate, right? The growth in the money supply for China. And you can see that spike here at the end of March. Money supply is growing just over 10%. Now that's a big increase. That's a big increase compared to what we've seen the last few years. But it's nothing like it was during the Great Recession of 2008. And then 96, 97, of course, this was the Asia crisis. And there was all kinds of stimulus dollars being pumped into the economy. Now, is that going to happen again this time? It's still too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Right now, yeah, things are heading in the right direction. But are they moving fast enough? That's really the question. Now, there's another way to look at this. There's another measure of money supply that is used in China. It's called total social financing. All right. This is a liquidity measurement tool. Right? It measures another measure of the money supply, or measuring the total funds in the real economy. Now, what's important about this is that we can separate off-balance sheet lending from on-balance sheet. What the hell is that? All right. Off-balance sheet lending is lending outside of the conventional banks. All right, the so-called shadow banking industry. All right, that's this gray line here, this light gray line. We see that the stimulus package really is not extending outside of the conventional banks, right? The mainstream banks. But the orange line here shows us it is showing up. So this is the total social financing without the shadow banking, and then with the shadow banking included. So both of these lines on the top show us that things are moving up, right? They're going in the right direction. So regardless of which chart we look at, again, the stimulus package in China is starting to show up, and that's important, right? China is just too big, too important to the global economy for them not to be stimulating the hell out of their economy. Is it enough? Wow. That's a tough one. It's a little too early to tell. The early signs are it's moving in the right direction, but is it moving fast enough in the right direction? That's my concern. But it is moving in the right direction. Okay, so that's our message for today. I'm Don Rich. You've just experienced a rich insight. I hope you've enjoyed it. May your beer be colder than the company you keep. We'll talk again soon. Thank you.